What's up? Tyler Plugged On. I'm here with a concert review. This time, I'm going to be talking about Ghost and Iron Maiden. Saw this in Bristow, Virginia. Jiffy Lube Live, June 3rd. Which was first day of the tour. So, this tour was coming closer to us in Philly, but things just worked out way better to go to this show. And it was, I mean, you know, we go to shows in Maryland a lot. It's, you know, it's not too long of a drive down to Virginia and this venue. And this venue is really nice. If you ever get a chance to go there, honestly, I like it a lot. I had a good experience there. It feels a little out in the middle of nowhere, but, you know, that can be a good thing. Except when you're trying to leave. It takes literally an hour and a half to leave the fucking parking lot. Anyways. Yeah. I was very much looking forward to this tour. I've seen Ghost 3 times. This is the 3rd time now. And Iron Maiden, this is the 2nd time I've seen them. Saw them in 2012 on their Made in England tour, which was fantastic and is probably one of the best shows I've ever seen. Definitely a top 5 performance I've ever seen. That was a great tour. That was one of Iron Maiden's more throwback tours where they pretty much only play old stuff, and it was perfect. But I don't really care what they play. I love just about all of Iron Maiden. Even their newer stuff I really enjoyed, especially their most recent album, The Book of Souls. Fucking incredible album. So I was very much looking forward to the show. Keith did go with me, but because of, we literally got back at like 3 in the morning, and I won't be seeing him for a little while. We just decided, fuck it, I'll just do it myself. So yeah. Anyways, let's talk about Ghost. Ghost is a band that is very much growing in popularity. This is a huge tour for them. They are on the radio all the time now, and they definitely have grown a lot since their debut, 7 years ago now. There was a lot of people here for Ghost, you could tell, and, they had a pretty good reaction to them, and I thought they put on a good set. They pretty much played the same exact set when I saw them back last September for Rocket Legion's festival. Just about the same exact. So they opened up with Square Hammer, which is, one of their most popular songs now. I really do enjoy that song. I think it's good. I'm not one of those guys where it's like, Ghost debut and that's it, fuck them. I started listening to that band back when they debuted, and everyone likes them now, so it's not cool to like Ghost. I'm not one of those guys. I think they pretty much their first and their 3rd album are good. The second one's kind of, it's whatever. It's got some songs on it that I enjoy, but not too much. Anyways, so Square Hammer I do enjoy. It's a fun song. Then they get to From the Pinnacle to the Pit, which I like. I think it has a lot of good headbanging riffs to it, and, it's a cool song live. Ritual, probably my favorite Ghost song, to be honest with you. It's just every time that main riff kicks in, just damn, it's awesome. It's awesome on the record, and it's awesome live. So that's always great to hear. And they played Circe? Oh, which is another really good song. Probably, to be honest with you, that might be one of my favorite guitar solos of all time. And it's very simple, I know, but every note just feels so flawless during that solo. That's just a fantastic song to hear, and it's always great live. They pretty much played their big songs, and you can expect them to do that. They're opening to tens of thousands of people every night. This is a huge opportunity for them to get even bigger than they are getting. So yeah. Then, Year Zero, Absolution, Mummy Dust. Those are cool songs to hear live, and they end it with Monstrance Clock. So yeah, I mean, I thought they sounded good for the most part. They were nice and loud. I thought Papa sounded great on vocals, like usual. There's not too much to really say, in my opinion. I mean, they're entertaining. I like the little banter in between songs that they have. There's just not too much to say for me, just because I saw them not too long ago pretty much put on the same exact show. I mean, they had the same set up and all kinds of stuff. So, like I said, Ghost is great. And I think if you enjoy them and you're going to go see Iron Maiden, this is a good opening band, to be honest with you. They're entertaining. They put on a good set. They pretty much played what you wanted to hear. I would love to see Ghost play a headlining show sometime. I'll probably wait until their new album comes out later this year, and then when they start touring for that one, go see them. Because I just feel like certain songs, like Year Zero, the crowd's supposed to go, Hail Satan, blah, blah, blah. And, it's cool in a huge crowd, because you do hear a decent amount of people doing it, but I'm sure if you were in a smaller venue where everybody is there for Ghost, that could be a pretty cool experience. So yeah, Ghost was good. Moving on, of course, to Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden needs no explanation, and I thought they put on a very, very good performance. The crowd just felt somewhat dead, though, for Iron Maiden. Like, I'm not saying that when it gets to certain songs like Fear of the Dark, where the whole crowd always sings along, that didn't happen. But it just felt like the crowd should have been more into it than they were. It could be because they were playing a lot of new stuff. Maybe. I don't know. But I think their new stuff's great. And I think it very much rivals their old shit, to be honest with you, with the Book of Souls. I love that album. But they did play a lot of new stuff off of it. They did it in kind of chunks where they would play a new song back to back and then two old songs back to back. And they just did it in chunks all the way towards the end of their set. And then they played a string of older stuff that you wanted to hear. But I thought their new stuff went over fairly well live. They opened up with If Eternity Should Fail, which I think is an amazing opening song. Just because of the way that song starts with Bruce Dickinson on vocals. It's very eerie start. They had, pretty cool lighting effects and fire and all kinds of shit. And then they bust out when the song kicks in with a fantastic guitar harmony. It's awesome. It's an amazing start to a show, in my opinion. And they come out, and there's a ton of energy, and they're all jumping around and stuff. Iron Maiden's been around for a very, very, very long time now, man. I mean, they're 37 years now into their career. Probably longer than that, but 37 years since their debut in 1980. And these guys still have a lot of energy. It's fantastic. And especially Bruce. I mean, he's an amazing frontman. If you've never seen Iron Maiden, if you've never watched Iron Maiden on YouTube, or fucking saw them on TV or on VH1 Classic or some shit, like, he is arguably the best frontman in heavy metal. He's so entertaining and he's so commanding. He's so good at getting everybody involved, and even like his banter in between songs is just fascinating, and he's running around everywhere, very moving his hands all over the place. He's entertaining, and he sounds fucking phenomenal still, which is great. I mean, the only thing I can say about their performance is that I felt like sometimes they were just going a little bit, just a hair too quick, to where it was like, sometimes Bruce felt like he was rushing through the vocals a little bit too much, where it was kind of like, just slow it down just a hair, just a little bit, because I just feel like you're going a little bit too fast, you're too excited or something, First day of the tour, maybe that has to do with it, but, they're an experienced band, so I don't know, and maybe that's just me, too. I could just be fucking crazy. But yeah, If Eternity Should Fail, fantastic song to open up with. Speed of Light, they also played from the new album. I think that's probably, honestly, the weakest song on there. But, still fun to hear. It's a short one. Gets to the point, So, yeah. Then they played Death or Glory, which was cool. They played my favorite song off of their new album, The Red and the Black. All 13 minutes of it. What a song, man. I mean, that song is just... It's classic Iron Maiden through and through, with just amazing vocal hooks and verses. It's got heaviness to it. It's got, you know, those Iron Maiden chanty parts that where you get the crowd involved. Amazing guitar harmony solos. It's fantastic. I thought that was so cool to hear live. After it was done, Keith and I looked at each other and was like, yeah, that was awesome. it was great. And then the final two new songs they played was The Great Unknown, which was cool. And then the title track, The Book of Souls, which is an amazing song. And honestly, I think I got more appreciation for that track in particular, but also their new album, hearing this stuff live. After the show was done, I said to Keith, I'm like, you know, this show just reminded me of, like, I need to listen to the Book of Souls again, which I did the next day, you know, because it is good. I honestly, I very much enjoy it. You can check out a review if you want. So yeah, with the old stuff that they played, they played some songs that I didn't expect them to play, to be honest with you. Wrathchild, which is awesome to hear. Children of the Damned, which was really cool. Yeah, it was really cool besides the solo. They just did the solo differently. I really liked the solo in that song, but, you know, hey, whatever. The Trooper, amazing song, you know, I love it. It's always cool. Bruce comes out, the English stuff on, waving the flag, and, you know, it's fun. Power Slave, which was cool. And then, you know, classic. Fear of the Dark, Iron Maiden, The Number of the Beast, Blood Brothers, which might have been my favorite song that they played just because of that chorus. Man, that is a track, and that is a fucking amazing song. And hearing it, you know, this is the first time I ever heard them play that song and live, and I just thought it went over really, really well. And then they ended on Wasted Years, which, don't get me wrong, is one of my favorite Iron Maiden tracks of all time. But I feel it's sort of a weird song to end on. Like, I feel like you should have played one more song in, I don't know, maybe 2 Minutes to Midnight or something like that. I don't know. Wasted Years is amazing. I love hearing that. And, you know, during that song, Adrian Smith does backing vocals during the chorus. And every time during the last chorus, every time he would go up to the microphone to try to sing, Bruce would just run over and rip the mic from him and, like, set it a couple feet away from him. Then he would walk away and try to go to another mic, and then he would take that one too. And that type of playfulness, you could say, on stage is cool, where, you know, Bruce is throwing the flag, whatever flag he has in his hand, over someone's face, you know, that type of stuff, or swinging their guitars around. It's always fun when Eddie walks out. You know, they act like they're all fighting him and getting hit in the face by him, and Bruce rips his heart out, and that type of stuff. It's entertainment, you know. Some bands just go up there and they play, and they're super serious, and, you know, that's fine. It can work. But Iron Maiden, they're here to put on a show. Not only are they here to play amazing music and to celebrate that, but they're also here to just entertain you and make you smile the whole evening. And that's exactly what they do, no matter what they're playing. Bruce walking out with a fucking monkey mask on his face, just being stupid. You know, that type of stuff, it's fun to watch. It's cool. Yeah. Otherwise, it's Iron Maiden, man. They put on a great performance, and they had an amazing stage design and stage setup. You know, I don't even want to spoil it for you. If you want to go look it up, you can. But it was very, very cool. They made it look very, like, ancient Mayan type of stuff, and awesome. It was probably, out of the 2 times I've seen Iron Maiden, probably my favorite setup. So yeah, I love Iron Maiden. I wish they could have played for 5 more hours, because there's so many more songs that I want to hear from them. So yeah, they sounded great, man. Go see them on the Book of Souls tour. Yeah, let me know if you saw Iron Maiden recently on this tour. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. There's a bunch of shit coming up. E3's happening. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you.